Welcome to the Executive PG Certification in Biologic Regulatory Affairs, or EPG-BioRA, by Royd Training. This one-year program is designed for professionals who want to build advanced, globally relevant expertise in biologics, biosimilars, and modern regulatory strategy. Biologic products are transforming healthcare, but their regulation is far more complex than traditional small molecule products. This program brings together science, CMC documentation, global pathways, biosimilar strategy, and AI-enabled regulatory tools to help learners become more capable and confident biologic regulatory professionals. A biologic product may be developed once, but it must satisfy different expectations across multiple global markets. Success depends on the right reference product selection, a strong comparability strategy, robust CMC documentation, and meaningful clinical and immunogenicity evidence. This means global biologic approval is never a simple administrative process. It requires a scientifically justified strategy that connects process knowledge, quality controls, clinical evidence, and country-specific regulatory expectations. This program helps learners understand how these elements work together across the full biologic product journey. The program is built around 4 connected pillars. The first pillar covers core biologic science and advanced CMC, including quality attributes, process understanding, immunogenicity, and control strategy. The second pillar focuses on global regulatory pathways and market entry requirements. The third pillar covers biosimilar strategy, intellectual property, and patent considerations. The fourth pillar introduces AI and technology integration, including automation, labeling, ECTD, and lifecycle management. Together, these pillars transform technical knowledge into strategic regulatory capability. For biologics, the process is deeply connected to the product. Upstream and downstream manufacturing changes can affect quality, potency, stability, and ultimately the regulatory case. This is why biologic CMC documentation requires strong scientific understanding. This module helps learners translate manufacturing and analytical information into a clear regulatory justification. You will explore comparability protocols, critical quality attributes, process validation, and the importance of managing manufacturing change. The focus is on building confidence that product quality remains consistent throughout development and lifecycle management. Biologic regulatory pathways vary across markets. The United States, European Union, Brazil, and GCC countries may all have different submission routes, documentation expectations, timelines, and market entry requirements. This pillar helps learners understand major global pathways such as United States 351AA and 351K, European Union centralized and decentralized procedures, Brazil's ANVISA routes, and GCC registration approaches. It also addresses Delta documentation and how to bridge a core United States or European Union dossier for Latin American, ASEAN, African, and other emerging markets. The European Union Marketing Authorization Application is one of the most rigorous regulatory processes in the world. This module helps learners understand validation, clock-stop procedures, Day 120 and Day 180 review stages, and the importance of responding effectively to lists of questions. The course also covers CHMP oral defense strategy, including how to prepare a strong justification, manage complex issues, and communicate clearly during high-stakes review. Additional European Union topics include prime designation, adaptive pathways, CTIS, and Part 2 requirements, helping learners build deeper confidence in the European regulatory environment. Biosimilar success requires careful coordination between science, regulation, intellectual property, and commercial strategy. The process begins with identifying the correct reference product, understanding patent landscapes, and assessing freedom to operate. Learners will explore the Purple Book, biosimilar pathways, patent exchange processes, launch sequencing, and the role of the 180-day notice. This module shows that biosimilar launch planning is not only about approval, it is about managing exclusivity, competition, timing, and market opportunity with strategic precision. Artificial intelligence can make biologic regulatory work more efficient, but it must be used responsibly. This pillar introduces human-in-the-loop workflows, where AI supports drafting, data extraction, comparison, and document review, while regulatory experts retain final accountability. You will explore Module 3 automation, labeling drift detection, data quality, bias control, and confidence scoring. The goal is to help professionals use AI to improve speed and consistency, without compromising scientific judgment, regulatory oversight, or patient safety. Modern biologic submissions need more than accurate content. They must be properly structured, validated, and ready for electronic lifecycle management. This module introduces ECTD version 4.0, XML hierarchy, controlled document structure, and the shift toward more data-driven regulatory information management. You will also explore master file lifecycle management, Delta packages, pre-validation, and the evolving role of HL7. These skills help learners understand how strong CMC content is converted into a technically compliant, submission-ready package for global health authorities. The program is designed to build practical confidence through simulations. Learners work through immunogenicity strategy, where they evaluate CMC control approaches and design a regulatory response for a complex product issue. Additional simulations focus on Latin American market entry and AI-assisted data extraction. These activities help learners practice adapting a global strategy to local requirements, refining structured clinical data, and managing the real challenges of AI-supported regulatory work. The emphasis is on turning knowledge into usable professional judgment. The program transforms traditional regulatory practice into a more advanced, integrated capability. Instead of manual authoring of Module 3, learners explore AI-assisted drafting with human review and confidence scoring. Instead of fragmented global pathways, they learn to develop strategic Delta packages. The transformation also includes proactive biosimilar launch planning and AI-augmented lifecycle management. Learners move from manually tracking label updates to detecting labeling drift across global core data sheets. This is the capability shift needed for modern biologic regulatory leadership. EPG BioRA is designed for mid to senior regulatory affairs managers, CMC writers, quality assurance leaders, business development professionals, and market access strategists. It is especially valuable for professionals who want to develop broader global biologic regulatory capability. The program is delivered over 1 year in a self-paced format with 24/7 access. It includes more than 29 modules and 400 lectures, supported by interactive e-learning tools. Learners can earn a certificate of advanced successful completion, with merit graduation options based on assessment performance. Royd Training has been operating globally since 2012, building practical capability frameworks that support life sciences professionals and corporate partners. The focus is on helping learners translate advanced concepts into workplace-relevant skills. The organization has received recognition through the Economic Times RePharma Awards for excellence in training and development. This program reflects Royd Training's commitment to strengthening AI-integrated pharmaceutical education and supporting the next generation of global biologic regulatory professionals. The future of biologic regulatory affairs belongs to professionals who can connect science, global regulations, technology, and commercial strategy. It is no longer enough to understand one part of the process in isolation. From mastering traditional CMC authoring to adopting AI-powered regulatory tools, EPG BioRA provides an end-to-end learning journey for strategic regulatory leaders. Enroll in RYD 110 through www.royd.in and take the next step toward building your future in global biologic regulatory affairs.